Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Karina from Day by Day K, your fitness instructor and fitness friend. Guys, as you can see today, we are hitting a new series. It is called the Game of 20, which is actually next week going to switch over into the Game of 30. But the reason why I called it the Game of 20 for this week is because we're in the first month of 2020. So I thought, for the first round, let's do Game of 20, and then we're going to take it up a notch for the next month. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys what my classes did and how you can do this on your own as well. Just a little note for everyone in general, this is a great workout, especially if you don't have a lot of space in the center that you're teaching. So again, if you have limited space, this is great because you can kind of get people doing a lot of different things all at the same time. It's really, really great. So let me just kind of break it down a little bit as to how the rules of the game go before I get started. Okay, so what I like to do is just depends on the class, and again, depends on the equipment that's available and that sort of thing. You can super get creative with this, which is awesome. But I usually put together about 10 different exercises. So normally I'll have a bunch of exercises in a circuit format, and then I'll also get the class to grab their own sets of weights for what we're going to be doing with regards to heavy weightlifting. So for example, squats, deadlifts, bicep curls, tricep extensions. I never pick the weight for my classes with regards to that. I just basically tell them, you're going to be doing 20 repetitions, you got one set, and push it as hard as you can, right? So they can pick their options with regards to that. Now, the way that it works is, this is the cool part. In between each exercise, they have to perform a specific type of cardio exercise. So this group here, they are so crazy. I love them so much. They are super into stairs and step-ups and stuff like that. So in this video, you're gonna see that it's actually not very busy. Why? Because a lot of the time they finish their set, they go and they run stairs, and then they come back to do their next reps. So let's say, for example, you have a person, they're doing burpees. Their goal is to get through 20 burpees, then they gotta go and do their cardio. So whatever that is, whether it's stairs, sometimes if it's a smaller room or if there's no availability to go do stairs, I actually take out steps and they each get step ups. So they do 20 per leg, but you can mix it up. I've had classes where we've done 20 jumping jacks, let's say, or 30 jumping jacks, right? After they do their cardio set, they come back and they go to a new station. The goal of the game is to get through all the exercises at least once. And it's basically kind of like a game in the sense of, if someone is at that station, you can't have more than 2 people per station. So even if there's 2 people doing push-ups, you can't just go beside them and start doing push-ups. You have to kind of plan it out in order to get through all the exercises and at the same time do that cardio in between. So that's pretty much how the game works. It's a lot of fun. They absolutely love it. And the nice thing about it too is that everyone kind of gets to go at their own pace. So, you know, it's not about like, okay, you need to do 20 reps in like 20 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever, or 1 minute, right? They each get to do their own reps at their own pace. So even if they take a little bit longer than someone else, it doesn't matter because everyone's doing different things at the same time. It's also great for us instructors because it actually makes it easier to correct and adjust people. Because as people are doing cardio, there's less people doing the exercises, so you can actually see what everyone's doing, see their strengths, their weaknesses, and help them to improve their positioning if they need to. Okay, so with that being said, I want you guys to check them out first, and I'm already excited to share with you guys the video for next week because we just did the recording actually a couple of days ago. But in any case, let's check out the Game of 20, and I'm going to break it down for you in case you want to do it at home at your own pace. See you soon! particular order with regards to how I'm going through these exercises. The first one is going to be knee up. So I'm keeping my shoulders away from the ears. I'm pulling my knees in towards the chest, really working the core here. An option is to alternate the legs here. This makes it a little bit easier if you're a beginner. And then if you want to make it more advanced, you can extend the legs out straight ahead to intensify and get an even bigger burn for the core. The next move is going to be an Australian row. And again, we've gone through this one before. You want to bring your chest as close to that bar as possible. If you do not have a bar at home and you're doing this, or even in your gym, then you can also just substitute it with rows, back rows. Other than that, squeezing those glutes at the top as well. Next, we have dips. So I'm giving you guys an additional option here. Again, if you're using equalizers, you're just doing regular dips, or you can do them against a couch or a chair if you're at home, or even benches at a gym. And also here are just some options because again, 20 to 30 is quite a bit. So you can just support yourself with your legs a little bit and then do negatives. Next, we have squats. So again, so many options for these. I'm using kettlebells. Notice when I'm using my kettlebells, my elbows are tight, like to the sides there. You don't want to have your elbows flaring out. You can use weights. You can do squat jumps instead. If you're at home, you can use a bag of rice. So many options. Then we're going to go into kettlebell swings, and it's the same concept here. Again, if you don't have kettlebells, you can use a weight, or if you're at home doing this, of course, you can use put in a plastic bag some water bottles and swing that, or like in a cloth bag, and you're good to go. This one here is called an army plank or an army crawl. I'm using paper towels on the floor here, and I'm just crawling up and back along my mat. At a gym, we have gliders that we can use for this, but the gliders that I have that you guys have probably seen in another video, they're plastic, so I don't want them to scratch the floor, so you can definitely do it this way. If you're still learning the plank, I want you guys to just practice holding a plank. Next, we have lunges, and this you can do, again, you can get creative with this one in the sense of you can do alternating legs, you can do 30 on one side, 30 on the other. If you feel like you want to do a little bit more of a cardio burst, you can do jumping, switching legs, and go without the weight. So many options. From here, and again, just for the purpose of this video, I'm doing shoulder press on my knees. I prefer to do it on my knees as well, or seated, because it disengages my lower body a little bit more and focuses on the shoulders, but you can definitely do this standing as well. And then we're going to add on, and I've added a resistance band too. You need to find just a place in your house, or again at the gym, where it'll really stay in place. And then it's a banded chest press here. So I'm in a condo, I'm using this table here, and I know it's not gonna slide, but if you live in a house, the best place would probably be like a stair railing or something like that, just making sure it's nice and sturdy. If you don't have this at home, if you don't have a band, then you can definitely just do chest press with weights. And then the next one is going to be a banded fly from the bottom here. So again, I'm still in the same place. I'm just basically doing the fly motion. And again, if you don't have a band at home, you can do chest flies with your weights just flat, or at the gym again, depending on what your gym has available to you. From here, we're going into some push-ups. And again, guys, all of these exercises are in different order. So in between each one, you should be doing some cardio. Like I said, 20 to 30 reps, and it doesn't have to be in the order that I've designed here, although I will write it down on the bottom here. You guys can check out the way that I'm doing it. These are mat pushes, and again, for space purposes, the more space you have, the better it is for this one. But basically, I'm pushing the mat across from one side of the room to the other, and you can even intensify by adding in some weight, so putting some dumbbells on that. If you don't have the space at home or in the gym, even if you have a big group, then you can just do mountain climbers instead, and that's perfectly fine as well. From there, I'm going into bicep curls. And again, these are the weights that I would get my class to grab on their own. So they decide which weights work for them. Same thing with the shoulders and the squats. So anything that has the weights in it would be equipment that I would tell my class to choose their own weights for it and really try to challenge themselves. And then we have this last one here, which is the triceps extensions. So again, guys, I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you in just a bit. Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And I would love to hear from you guys. I'm gonna see you next week for the game of 30, round 2. It's gonna be crazy. And if you guys have any suggestions on circuits that you create with your classes, whether it's a total body kind of style, whether it's a circuit boot camp style, and just let me know. This is an awesome program also for a lot of different classes. You can do this in a boot camp class, and you can do this in a total body class. Why? Because you can really adjust the type of exercises that you're doing for people and even adjust the reps. So it really makes it easy to create a plan that a lot of people can follow, and it makes it easier for your own planning, right? So in any case, again, if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't yet liked and you did enjoy this video, please press the little thumbs up. It really helps me out. And I'm gonna see you guys next week. Ciao, ciao.